perfect day to dust off the old time machine and look back at some rap lore.
Let's just look at some hits.
2016 rap lore. It's been 3 years since Kanye West dropped Yeezus, and he's looking to continue his historic run. Every album he's dropped since going from producer to rapper has been a critically acclaimed banger. #1 album after #1 album, Grammy after Grammy, broken records after broken records. With this, getting to know who Kanye West
he got on. Niggas not coming like this no more, bruh.
is. Unpredictable.
It's some techno shit.
Over the years, we've seen all sides of Kanye. Whether it's right, wrong, you love it, you hate it, I don't think he gives a fuck. And so in 2016, with the anticipation of this new album, we start getting news on it in classic Kanye fashion. Nigga starts tweeting up a book. No one knows what the album's gonna be called because the nigga changed the name about 4 times. From So Help Me God to Swish to Waves, which him and Wiz Khalifa beefed about, which led him to change the name again to The Life of Pablo, hyping it up as the greatest album of all time. And in an effort to send the hype through the roof, he rents out the roof of Madison Square Garden, the Mecca, and uses one of the biggest stages in America as not only a listening party but also a fashion event. 20,000 people in attendance and over 20 million other people tuned in to the stream, making this one of the largest live stream music premieres of all time. All of the biggest artists in the game in attendance: Kid Cudi, Travis, Young Thug, Pusha T, nigga even had Yachty on the stage. But as a fashion model for Yeezy, Kanye again pushing the boundaries of what a creative can be, and now ready to show the entire world his creativity through a fucking laptop.
Like, I'm just not standing still for that.
About Kanye, call him Mr. Old Kanye. Man, that be so Kanye.
And yeah, bro, this shit breaks the fucking internet. Later that week, Kanye drops the album on Tidal. Yeah, I haven't heard of the app either, but it's skyrocketed.
Remember when
#1
Kanye
when he did 250 million streams in the first 10 days, and the project wasn't even done. Was still actively making changes. And so it wasn't until 3 months after we got the official release
dropping
on
a random ass Tuesday.
Living up to the hype, grabbing everybody's attention with the publicity, the music, the art, the naked celebrity music video. And just when you think it can't get any crazier, the same week Kanye announces the same Pablo tour. Niggas is losing they marbles. The shows are crazy, legendary. Everybody waiting for Ye to come to their city. Looks like bro is somehow reaching another peak. He's going insane. And then well,
we start this half hour with word that Kanye West is waking up in a Los Angeles hospital where he's now under observation, reportedly for exhaustion and stress.
In his last performance before being hospitalized, Kanye West appearing agitated, pacing back and forth on a floating stage over a concert crowd in Sacramento, ranting about politics.
But that was like a Mickey win
yeah,
though.
that was pretty much the end of that tour. Going on a 17-minute rant about the industry, calling out the media, calling out.
They went to 15, but Black Boy Max says let's run to 21, bro.
Jay-Z calling out Beyonce, all types of shit. Kanye's team cancels the tour and sends him to the hospital. And, you know, that's a whole fishy situation in itself. They got some weird Hollywood fucking shit going on.
She getting 5-star tatted on her
a little different. It's just odd. So Kanye's behavior, of course, becomes the talk of the town, a focus of discussion, and leads to rappers coming out and talking about it. Most notably, though, J. Cole with False Prophet.
Life is a balance. You lose your grip, you can slip into an abyss. No doubt, you see these niggas tripping.
2 weeks after the whole Kanye shit, J. Cole drops this absolute banger on pretty much the disillusion of artists, specifically Kanye West, putting the spotlight on flaws from people we consider to be idols. Just ahead of dropping my personal favorite album of this year, For Your Eyes Only.
My intuition is telling me that we better day.
Nigga, I remember my cousin talking about that shit, bro. You a fat ass J. Cole fan, but I was definitely young. Hold on. 2014, so I was December 9th, 2014, so yeah, I was 7.
This album single-handedly changed the way I view life at 13 years old. One of the most underrated projects ever, 44 minutes of beauty, which would be the start of J. Cole's homeless nigga-looking era. This being his first drop since 2014.
I think the neighbors think I'm selling dope. I fucking love this
beat. In itself was starting to grow to levels we had never seen. For the first time, hip-hop was competing with rock and pop. We start getting bangers after bangers, with the mainstream dominating the air.
I get those goosebumps every time. I need the Heimlich.
A consistent Travis Scott Scott drops Birds in the Trap. It's unbelievable. Continuing to build his discography and growing as one of the top artists in the genre, being on some of the biggest songs in the year, and Pick Up the Phone and Goosebumps most notably though. Put that pussy on a pedestal. Along with that, Kendrick also gifts us with Untitled, Unmasked, and by gifts, I mean throwing us his scratch. The album is literally just a bunch of untitled, unused Pimp a Butterfly sessions, and it still doesn't matter. It goes #1 like it's the real thing. And then Future, after having a historic 2015, dropping 4 classics.
I'm gonna keep it a buck, bro. In Atlanta in 2016, nigga, you couldn't tell no nigga that Future wasn't better than Michael Jackson, my nigga.
Comes back and drops 2
This nigga was going hit, banger, club after club, nigga.
Albums in 2016, and Purple Rain and Evil. Nigga fans had a whole buffet in the 2010s. And then this year, he dropped damn near my favorite song he ever made. The one that used this beat, nigga, yes. News or something.
Bright light shining, all brain on the bandit. With the Cadillac, panoramic, no panties.
I just hear that nigga voice and pause and just start doing a stank face.
What's good, Shaq?
It's like he always rapping when he's speaking normally.
5 grand there, got those all up, cause no, I get that. Can't forget Young Thug put on a dress and drop
Oh my
Jeffrey.
gosh, niggas put on
Double
a
R,
dress.
I need me a Bentley. I'm built like a lightweight, but throw like it's heavy. Throw like it's heavy. I don't want your hoe and I don't want her celly. Don't try to rob me. Got 49 choppers that scream what the helly. Along with Slime Season 3, I'm Up, and True Colors. Young Thug has a big year in 2016. Slime Season 3 being the best project, at least to me. And yeah, just continuing his wave of influence and impact he's had on rap. And then the last 2 mainstream artists to probably have the biggest 2016 would have to be Drake, of course, and then Chance the Rapper. I ain't gonna lie. The year he met Kanye West and was never gonna fail. The Chance the Rapper hype was at a crazy high. Dropping Coloring Book.
I don't think niggas know. I used to want this 3 hat so bad. This shit was so fresh to me.
Getting a Grammy for it. Honestly, one of the best stories of the year and well deserved.
Remember Rich Jesse used to have that whole
and then, like I
poster in
said,
the
of course, Drizzy Drake already solidified as an undisputed hitmaker. In 2016, you saw Drake starting to take over the main with the drop of his album Views. The mix of pop and rap was both beautiful and polarizing, bro. He had the
Jesse, if an album as good as Views were to drop right now in this moment, nigga, I don't think I'd be able to like live to see another day, bro.
Whole world.
I wouldn't know how to handle that shit.
It's Western Road Flows, Control, Hostile,
this shit is
Fire
so
and Desire,
perfect.
and of course, Hotline Bling.
You used to call me on my cell phone.
I don't think there was a place in the world you could go without hearing this. The album sells 1 million units in the first week. First rapper to ever do it, and it stayed at #1 for like a quarter of the year. And so the titans of the rap industry were solidified. But with the genre growing faster than it ever had, it opened up a lot of doors for who is up next. By this point in time, the influence of all the artists I mentioned before and then some officially hit who is up and coming. And so we saw a brand new wave of music. The people who grew up on 808s and Heartbreak, Barter 6, Carter 3, DS2, Man on the Moon, Finally Rich, shit. They are all heading to the stew and giving birth to a brand new sound. Starting a brand new evolution of music. One that had the younger generation going cool. Because we didn't have to pay, we didn't have to wait for shit. It was all on SoundCloud. Ah, yes, the SoundCloud era. From 2016 to 2018, this was easily the best place for
I was hearing a new banger on the bus every single day.
I mean, there had been artists to blow up from SoundCloud, but it went from a couple to like an era of niggas. In 3 years, they went from 15 million users to 150 million users. You might be wondering, what was the appeal? Why did niggas like SoundCloud so much? Well, I got 5 words for you. We were young and dumb as shit. I feel like it was just so carefree and different. I'm saying, just like anything new, had a whole new look, whole new style. And something about the way these guys were moving and making music. Color dress and face tats everywhere.
Hell
Honestly,
nah.
if you had this shit, you were probably guaranteed a deal. Which labels started throwing out like frisbees once they saw the pool of these artists. Once the industry started backing them, man, the whole world was into it.
I was a Pump fan, nigga. I was yelling out and skid it before niggas knew what that meant. On God, nigga. On God.
Started becoming.
On God. I was one of the first niggas saying that shit at school.
What would really end up pushing this shit to the next level. Double XL and their yearly freshman class selection. Every year,
this shit just
10
propelled
emerging
the whole
rappers
rest
to
of the
represent
game,
the future of hip hop, including interviews, freestyles, ciphers, basically letting the entire world know who the fuck is up and coming. Already giving spotlight to some of the biggest names in the game: J. Cole, Kendrick, Future, Dirk, Chance, Meek Mill. It's a ton of niggas, bro. You know what the fuck Double XL? But in 2016, we saw what is now known as the most iconic freshman class of all time.
When I say I keep the poker, I ain't talking about no beans. Project baby.
Davies, Anderson .Paak, Lil Dicky, Designer, G Herbo, Denzel Curry, Kodak.
I think it's crazy to me too how Anderson .Paak doesn't make music at all like this anymore. Like he's like fucking Cometh.
Black, 21 Savage, Lil Yachty, and Lil Uzi Vert genuinely could not have picked a better class for what was going on at the moment. So in the first cipher we had Designer, Anderson .Paak, and Lil Dicky.
This cipher, I'm not gonna lie, Lil Dicky
came up
no,
with,
Lil
at the
Dicky
same
definitely
time made sense.
I be running around town in the
This shit was Designer shit was ass.
Hey, you be friends like one of you forget it. Got me young boys hanging off the roof.
Look, I hopped on the stage. I hopped off the stage and got right on the plane.
New crib doesn't got a driveway, still pulling out when I'm fucking by the fireplace. Bitch that I'm with used to fuck around with Gosling. I don't like to think about it, shit is so exhausting.
Imagine getting beat by Lil Dicky.
Whoa, first of all, Lil Dicky can out-rap a lot of niggas. Okay? He out-rapping a lot of niggas. Off the top of the dome, he's out-rapping a lot of niggas, bro.
Pun intended. And then in the second cipher, we had one of my favorite ciphers.
G Herbo. Oh my gosh, yo. This G Herbo verse, nigga.
The Davies and G Herbo. And if we're being honest, it's probably my favorite.
If you a man, know that men stand up. Like my mother's mom fell, I had to pick grams up. Like
my mother's mom fell, I had to pick grams up, nigga. What?
Entertainment made me hit cam up. I'm in Bermuda with a cougar, getting my tan up.
Harvard, dropped out of school, ain't take no finals. I was smoking urban. Hopped out the van with phone and freaking, that's that nigga Herman. Catch me in homeroom sleeping, I was off the service. I kept a pocket full of faces, they knew I was swerving.
Police in my city, racist, stopped me on the curb and question me, start making accusations of my character. That's why I carry so much money,
nigga. This America, nigga.
Diamond, shining chains, trying to add my fucking
carrot some, nigga.
And lastly, of course, the most iconic of them all, Denzel Curry, 21 Savage, Lil Yachty, Lil Uzi, and Kodak Black. It got over 200 million views, which is actually just insane.
Damn, this bitch got copyrighted. How did you know? I know why this one got copyrighted, bro. This the only other one XXL care about. They only care
but
about
at the
that
same
cipher.
time, it's the best cipher XXL ever had. And yeah, these were the representatives of what was going on in 2016. All of their music carrying the culture of this era. From Uzi, we got 2 10 out of 10 drops, and Lil Uzi versus the World and the Perfect Love tape. 21 Savage drops 3 tapes, most notably Savage Mode with Metro Boom. We get Lil Boat by Yachty, which a lot of niggas like. I Am Not a lot of niggas. And then you had a bunch of other artists in the same group dropping hits. Chokehold was strong. It was impossible not to notice, and so it started spreading to wider demographic. Wider as in WIDER, but the other one too. And so with this, it didn't take a lot of time until the old niggas started seeing it.
But as I've seen with all you little young motherfuckers that think you nice, y'all get to like 27, 28, and y'all niggas get to struggling, and y'all be trying to come back. You
Uzi not struggling, bro. How old is Uzi?
Nigga, Uzi coming up still one. Or not coming up, but Uzi's still getting money, and when he drops, it's definitely still very popular. Okay, when Bolt drops, nigga, Bolt is one of the most versatile. He is the most versatile rapper out of that whole class. Actually, I mean, he has plenty of different albums in different genres, and he ghostwrites for probably 3/4 of the rap game now.
I don't know.
And he had his own rap group that was pretty successful before, you know what I'm saying, what happened. Yeah, but I mean, like, Lil Boat did some shit, all right? And he still is doing shit on top of having an acting career.
Created if it was Future or Migos, but all them niggas sound the same.
And I don't even know why old rappers, like West Coast rappers, like Snoop Dogg, I know like he actually like is cool with the young niggas now, but like I don't even know why he said this in the moment, bro. Because let's be honest, bro. Back in the day, nigga, I'm gonna keep it a buck. In the 90s, them West Coast niggas, half of them niggas was sounding the same, bro. I'm not saying the shit wasn't hard, alright? But half of those niggas were sounding the same, bro. Every West Coast rapper that was making a good song back then had a beat by Dr. Dre, and all those beats by Dr. Dre at that point sounded the exact same. They got that motherfucking synthesizer in the background. Them Cali niggas love, bro.
Like, bro, you hear this shit? The dick riding was at an all-time high. And so we basically entered a war between the old heads and the young niggas. But if we're keeping it 1,000, it's really just the old heads hating. Couldn't stand, or I guess understand.
Nah, this nigga Joe Budden wildin', bro. This nigga said, shut the fuck up in the 2024.
We're keeping it 1,000, it's really just the old heads hating. Couldn't stand, or I guess understand. Rap was going into a genre that
Yachty, bro.
Yeah, that nigga was just trying to make an argument for no reason.
That included subgenres. So everything outside of their realm of thinking they wanted evaporated immediately. And it's like, bro, who are they really mad at if niggas are listening to it? It's like telling a chef to stop making food that you don't like and you won't eat.
Because other
but
niggas
it's not even getting served to you. Yet, this was still a huge topic of discussion. Officially labeling this new generation of rappers as mumble rappers. It was a sin to like a nigga like Jay-Z and Lil Uzi at the same time. And this created probably the biggest division we've ever seen in the rap community. Remember how I said J. Cole dissed Kanye? Shit, he dissed these niggas too.
I hate these rappers, especially the immature 8-week rappers. Lil whatever, just another short bus rapper.
Hey, but the shit fire though, you know what I'm saying? But
I ain't gonna lie though, J. Cole can say some shit like that though.
I mean, regardless, everybody
Yeah,
listening,
he can.
they didn't
J.
really
Cole
care.
can
Like,
say some
you
shit
gotta
like that,
think
though.
13, 14, 15, 16 years old, boom bap, this, that is just not getting played over money longer on a bus ride to school. And so this new generation, new era completely took over. It wasn't long until you started seeing collabs between the mainstream and these so-called SoundCloud rappers. The internet was completely changing the way we view music forever. And because of this newness, everything just felt so cultivated. Like, you know how many niggas completely blew up off of one song in this era? That's really all it took, bro.
Oh my gosh, one song.
You just needed one. And if that bitch went viral,
Bro, everyone was listening to Water, bro.
We were just listening to that at work the other day on God.
Which brought a lot of one-hit wonders, but a lot of starts to some careers
song,
too. And
bro.
I mean,
Post Malone dropped White Iverson and doesn't even rap anymore, nigga. That's how you know it was different back then, bro.
Regardless, it was chill, nigga. We all fuck with it. Saying that's what made this era. It was just a really big sense of freedom to me. It became the starting blocks for what we got going on today. Inspiration comes in all shapes, forms, sizes. As long as you don't let no regular ass human tell you what you're capable of, decide your worth, you'll become an inspiration to everyone else who deep down feels the same way. So go do what the fuck you want to do. Go take chances. Fun did not only exist in 2016, believe it or not. You just got to be willing to find your version of it. We're all creators. So head to creatorscatalog.com and show the world your work. Everybody sharing that.
I'm not gonna lie, Trey, excellent sponsor, bro.
Art,
this is excellent segue into the sponsor.